This video is sponsored by BuyMote shopping app.
In a distant land, there was a peculiar garden known as the Garden of Choices. It was said that anyone who entered the garden would encounter paths leading to their deepest desires. Many villagers feared it, for those who entered rarely returned the same. One day, a young woman named 𝗙𝗀 decided to venture into the garden. She was at a crossroads in her life, unsure of which path to take. Pursue her passion for art or follow a safer, more predictable life as a merchant. She hoped the garden would guide her. As 𝗙𝗀 stepped through the garden's gates, she was greeted by a monk sitting beneath a towering tree. "Welcome, traveler," the monk said, his voice calm and steady. "What brings you here?" "I seek clarity," 𝗙𝗀 replied. "My mind is torn between two lives, and I don't know which path to choose." The monk nodded and gestured to the many paths branching out from where they stood. Each path shimmered with a faint glow, and at the end of every one, 𝗙𝗀 could see glimpses of her future. Her art flourishing, her trade prospering, her family content. "Choose wisely," the monk said. "But remember, every path demands something in return." 𝗙𝗀 hesitated. She stepped toward the glowing path of artistry but froze. Could she handle the uncertainty and struggle that came with her passion? She turned toward the path of trade but faltered again. Would she lose herself in comfort and routine? Overwhelmed, 𝗙𝗀 turned to the monk. "How do I know which choice is right?" The monk smiled. "Come with me." He led her to a small patch of soil in the garden and handed her 2 seeds. "Plant these," he instructed. 𝗙𝗀 did as she was told, burying both seeds in the soil. The monk handed her a watering can. "Now, tend to them equally." For hours, 𝗙𝗀 cared for the seeds, pouring water, clearing weeds, and ensuring each received sunlight. Slowly, the seeds sprouted into delicate plants. 𝗙𝗀 noticed, however, that one plant began to wither as the other flourished. Confused, she turned to the monk. "Why is this happening? I treated them the same." The monk's eyes twinkled. "Because, 𝗙𝗀, your heart wasn't in both. You can try to nurture 2 paths, but only one will truly thrive. The one you choose to give your soul to will bloom." 𝗙𝗀 looked at the vibrant plant, her decision suddenly clear. She realized it wasn't about choosing the easiest path or the one with guaranteed success. It was about the one she was willing to dedicate herself to fully. She bowed to the monk, gratitude in her heart, and left the garden. 𝗙𝗀 chose her passion for art, ready to give it her all, knowing that it was her true calling. Years later, 𝗙𝗀's paintings fill galleries, her journey inspiring others to make their own bold choices. And in her heart, she carried the wisdom of the Garden of Choices. The right path isn't the one that's easiest. It's the one you're willing to nurture with your whole being.